I was watching you, and I was like, she's acting just like me. Crazy. I was like, this girl's acting just like me, because that's exactly how I act. That's tight. It's tight, because I just did what somebody else did. And it worked.
Make him disciples.
Isn't that crazy? Did you know that if you actually act the way we're acting, God will honor it? Because it says to be Christ like. Not be Christ, be like Christ. Act like Christ. Did you know the enemy, when you speak to it, when you speak to the enemy, he should go like this. He should say, was that Rocky talking or Jesus in him? I don't know. It could be Rocky, but he's just sounding too confident. That has to be Jesus talking. That's how the enemy has to hear you. When he hears you, he doesn't know if it's Jesus talking or you talking. In fact, he's not supposed to know the difference. Did you know the people around you aren't even supposed to know the difference? Brandon said something so cool. He said, if you take blue, yellow and blue. He said, if you take yellow and you take blue and you mix them, you get green. You can no longer separate the two. That's what it means when you become one with Christ. You can no longer separate them. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. Here, watch this. Here, Brandon.
It's 9:20. It's getting late.
We don't mind.
I'm Brandon. I guess I'll just share a little bit about myself because that's what we're supposed to do. I am 22. I grew up in San Jose. I was born there. I am Chinese, and there's apparently no Chinese people in Arkansas, which is completely the opposite from San Jose, because San Jose, my high school was 70% Asian, and this is not. No. It's okay, I'm used to it now. Yeah, I grew up in church. It was a Christian and Missionary Alliance. They're really not known for anything. They're not really for anything or against anything, so it was just a very typical, I go to church, I sing my songs, do the Sunday school, and there's nothing out of the ordinary that scares anybody or anything you should be excited about. And so that was my Christian life for about, I don't know, 14, 15 years. And I got all the gold stars, and I memorized all the verses, and that I've already forgotten by now. Grace, the reality of His power, the reality of His love, actually transforming people's lives and not just seeping mindlessly into someone's head as knowledge and having it parroted to another person about this reality called the kingdom of God. I realized grace and love and power to the point where it changed the way I see, it changed what I believe about myself, it changed how I saw other people and how I treated them. It actually transformed me into a new man.
Amen.
And if it doesn't, if this that I'm hearing, that I'm encountering, doesn't transform me into a new man, then it cannot be the gospel. If it does not set me free from your opinion, the fear of man, does not set me free from sin, it is not the gospel, I'm sorry. And so that was what I discovered. That was what I came across about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. And I'm not ashamed of this gospel. And this is what I've given my life with Coelho and Pete. And I just met Mark this trip, and this is what we've given ourselves to, because this news is too good to not tell people, and it's too good to not live out. And if that is something that you're not living, you have been sold short of what the gospel really is. And this is what we're all living, coming here to share. It's not about some ministry, it's not about some name, it's not about anything other than Jesus died for you and now He lives in you. So stop selling yourself short to the entire planet. And there's such goodness, there is so much treasure in you, and if you do not know what you have, you will suck at reproducing it. Simply put. And that was what I lived for years in church, where I did not know who was in me, and I didn't know what he was capable of, so I could not reproduce that. I could not live it, I couldn't preach it, and I wasn't bold about it. And now that's not true. And that's, in a nutshell, some of my story. And this is how I normally talk. It's very to the point, it's very concise, because I just don't like fluff. Because I had 18 years of that growing up in church. So,
Come on, Brandon.
He got me. Well, I'm Quedo. I'm from heaven. John 3:3. Born from above. Okay, I'm born first time in Brazil. I grew up in Catholic family. I'm scared at the image there. They have that Jesus big and Mary, and my parents take me to church and I looked at and scared at the scared me. That scared me. So, and 12 years old, 11 years old, I understand I don't need to talk to that thing, to talk to God. And I have a problem with my father. And I want to go to church anymore. I walk away to church. I see power in another place. I met the witchcraft stuff. I met another false religions in Brazil. There's a lot there. And I see crazy things. I saw crazy things there. But I don't saw love. And I don't saw God. I say, that's not God. I don't want that. And I walk away. Say, now I'm going to be atheist. But I believe in God. I don't want any religion. Okay? So, I jumped in drugs for 16 years. 16 years of my life, drugs every day. Crazy. Until I got in encounter with Jesus. He take me off. He set me free. He showed me His grace. He showed me His truth. And that's us here now. So basically, it's amazing what we see. It's amazing. Because He take me off the little city in Brazil. Like if you Google, you can see that. And bring me in America. I learned English supernatural. It's broken English, but supernatural. Never went in school. And I see things happen crazy by Him. So I worked in motorcycle for 38 years of my life, 35 years of my life. I become master technician BMW in America. I worked 7 years in BMW dealer. January 11, 2011, I come to my boss and say, I quit. And he looked to me, so what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna love people. How are you gonna live?